technology. You guys are joining in. There we go. All right, success. All right, sorry about that, guys. So as you're joining in, feel free to say hey. If you guys are watching the replay, please help us out by putting in the comment #replay. This way, I got it, Erin. I did. I got it finally. Trying to stay positive. But yeah, so feel free to help and support us by giving this video a like and commenting. Also, we'd love to hear from you guys. We are here, or I am here, doing this week's Ascended Illumination weekly reading. Today is Thursday, June 15th. And this reading is going through Wednesday, June 21st. So if you haven't watched one of our weekly lives before, what we do is we are going to have you guys pick 3 cards. Sometimes we use Ascended Master cards. Sometimes we use different type of Oracle cards. Today, I am actually using the Crystal Spirits Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you 3 cards, and whatever card you feel drawn to is the card you're going to select. It's okay if you feel drawn to more than one card. Both readings may have something pertinent for you. So just go with whatever you feel. So I am going to go ahead and start off by showing you the 3 cards. I'm going to show you one at a time, and then just whatever card you are drawn to. So we have, and I'm Green Adventurine, Petrified Wood, and then Aquamarine. I'm holding it a little bit funny because I'm trying to record on 2 devices. So whatever card you feel into, I'll show you one more time. Green Adventurine, Petrified Wood, and then Aquamarine. If you noticed, I hid the bottom of the card because there's a funny story behind the numbers underneath each card that I'm going to tell you guys about in 1 second before I start going into the reading. But one thing I do want to talk about really, really quickly. So some of you may know, some of you may not know that we are going into summer solstice. So that is on the 21st of June. So that's next Wednesday. So as far as the reading for today surrounding the energy for the week and everything, I feel like this is really going to kind of move into that and what you guys may be experiencing from now up to Wednesday, the summer solstice. Now, a little bit with the summer solstice, with that, we are actually going through a portal right now. So what does that mean? It's definitely just, energy coming in. All right, for us. And with this energy coming in, we may feel a little bit, well, first off, with the summer solstice coming in, it's all about new beginnings, and I'm feeling renewal, and just, you know, I'm feeling like it's starting to come into your own is what I'm kind of hearing right now for some of us. Now, with that being said, we're going to be going into that type of energy. We're going through this portal right now. So some things that may be going on with you guys, I know it's really going on for me right now, is some things may be coming to the surface. All right. So some things may start coming up that is maybe throwing you off your game a little bit. And this is happening for a reason, because with this summer solstice coming in and us getting ready for our new beginnings, getting ready for the newness, we have to start clearing out the old. So what could that feel like? That could feel like, you know, physical pain. It could feel like maybe, you know, you feel like things are being uprooted. What it is, it's kind of like a purging right now. So if you're starting to feel this type of energy and it's really throwing you off a little bit, it's okay. It's happening for a reason. So what you have to do now and moving forward, going into this summer solstice, is be loving with yourself. Okay. So as these things are coming up, rather than focusing on, you know, the negative aspects of whatever you may be going through, try to focus more on, you know, why is this happening? And kind of be more loving, love yourself through this experience, because the more we love ourselves through it, we're kind of, you know, easing ourselves into it. And just know that, you know, all of this, hello, Tori, all of this again is happening for a reason, and it's happening to bring in the new for us come, you know, Wednesday and the summer solstice. Okay. So I just wanted to throw that little bit in there right now. But so I pulled up 3 cards. I'm going to show them again one more time, and then I'm going to tell you the little backstory as I was pulling these cards. Hey, Lisa, how are you? All right. So again, we had the green adventuring. And you can hear my son probably yelling at Bear right now. We have petrified wood. And then we have aquamarine. All right, so obviously I pulled these cards prior to this, and as I'm pulling them, I do it completely random, I shuffle. So the first card came out, which was petrified wood, and if you notice, the number underneath it is 25, okay? Didn't think of anything of it. Then I go ahead and pulled the next card, okay, the petrified wood. So underneath that, the numbers were 43, okay? And as I have those 2 cards down, I'm looking at them, I was like, oh, that's kind of funny, you know, 25, 2, 5 is 7, petrified wood, 43, 4 and 3 is 7, and I'm shuffling. Wouldn't it be crazy if I got another 7 out of it? And then aquamarine came up, and it was 7. So with that being said, we got 777. So I think that was just an extended message for everybody tonight. You know, we're just being 777. We're asking to be trusted. We're asking to trust in our own inner wisdom. We are being asked to keep persevering, okay, with whatever it is that you're doing right now, whatever it is that you're on your life path with. Just, you know, keep on persevering, know that you're on the right path, and then also to follow that with a positive attitude. Okay, so very fitting. Summer solstice, you know, we're starting new beginnings, we're purging, we want to be loving with ourselves through this. And then for the 777 to come up, you know, again, it's asking you to trust in your inner wisdom, trust in yourself, and then do all this with a positive type attitude. So I thought that was funny and very fitting, and just had to share that with you guys and that extended 777 message. All right, so moving on to each of the readings. All right, so we are going to start off with the green adventuring. So you guys can feel free to comment if you chose the green adventuring. You can also say 1, 2, or 3. But with the green adventuring coming up, all right, so if you were drawn to this card, the energy of luck, good fortune, potential is coming in for you guys. Possibility, new opportunities. That is weird. We actually are, Lisa. So this Saturday, and I was going to talk about that in a little bit, but since you brought it up, I'm definitely going to talk about it. So this Saturday, Tori has her Merlin and the Dragon Summer Solstice Circle. Okay, so that's Saturday from 7 to 9. Also, too, I put our link for Eventbrite in the description. So guys, feel free to click on that link, follow us on Eventbrite to stay up to date on all of our events and everything. But definitely, yes, answer to your question, yes, we are. All right, so weird thing just happened. This card does not belong in this deck, but we're going to see why that came up in a minute for you guys that picked Green Adventurine. But I'm going to show you. It's the Five of Wands. All right, some more cards for that. That is so weird how that one card is in the wrong deck. So as far as Merlin and the Dragons. So through guided meditation, Tori is actually going to be leading you guys to visit Stonehenge and Merlin's Crystal Castle, and you will all be focusing on Merlin's connection with the natural world. Again, pop on Eventbrite if you have any other questions about the summer solstice circle. Feel free to message us, or I'll also too, I can message you as well, Lisa. All right, so the first card was Five of Swords. We have the Two of Wands and Judgment. Oh, there's another card, Judgment and Queen of Pentacles. All right, so, and Dragon Magic, sorry, Tori, yes, and Dragon Magic. All right, so the first card that doesn't belong in this deck is the both online and in person. There are both options available. In person is limited. So if you want in person, I highly suggest, because spots are starting to fill up for in person, definitely hop on there, okay? All right, Five of Wands. All right, so with the Five of Wands coming up, I'm feeling like those that chose the Green Adventurine. So remember, we're talking about, you know, good fortune, potential. I'm feeling like you guys don't feel like that's coming in for you right now. Okay. I'm feeling like whatever it is that you guys are going through right now, it kind of feels like you're being beaten up in order to achieve what it is that you want to achieve. All right, because sometimes when we're focused on something and we're trying to achieve something, we kind of make it harder for ourselves to achieve it. We kind of put our own roadblocks in the way. Yeah, sorry. See, it was a new deck. It was a new deck. But yeah, so as far as you guys, I'm feeling like, hold on, give me a second. This is a deck I'm not used to working with. Give me 1 second. Conflicting energies. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so with the Five of Swords coming up, so you have a lot of conflicting energies going on right now. You may feel like you're being pulled in a million different directions. So if you know that is the case, just remember with the Two of Wands, stay focused on what it is that you are really, really trying to achieve, okay? But don't stay too tunnel vision. Let other things start coming in for you. Let other things start coming in for you, because sometimes when we're so focused on one specific direction, we start blocking out other things that are coming in for us, okay? So if you're going along your journey thinking that you have to do something one specific way, and maybe you're brushing other things to the side, it's time to start, you know, taking a look at those other things, okay? With the Judgment card coming up for you guys. Yes. With the Judgment card coming up for you guys, it's really telling you, again, the message is like to trust your inner wisdom. Remember that 777 came up. Okay, we're going into the summer solstice. It's really about starting to trust your inner wisdom. Okay, and Queen of Pentacles also came up with that Judgment card. I'm feeling more of feel confident with the decisions that you're making, okay? Because you're on the right path. You're starting to grow that stability that you need for yourself. You know, with the green adventuring coming up, like those new opportunities are coming in for you. You have the potential, but it's time to start, you know, really believing and really feeling that that is true and that you have the potential and that you are going to make it happen for yourself, okay? All right. A couple more cards for green adventuring. Joy and contentment. I'm going to pick one more card. Blessings and abundance. All right, so we have joy and contentment, okay? And I feel the theme coming in here, you know, joy and contentment. Have fun with it, okay? Be content. Stop, you know, feeding into the energy of being pulled all over the place, okay? You know what is right for you. Now it's time to start really focusing on you and the loving yourself and finding, you know, that joy in everything that you're doing. Because sometimes when we're trying to achieve something, we make it hard, we make it work, we forget the fun aspects of it. So it's really time to start finding the fun, the joy in it. Blessings and abundance, okay? And with this card coming up, you know, again, it's finding the blessings in everything, okay? Finding the abundance. You know, you have the Queen of Pentacles, you can achieve it, but now it's time to truly start believing that, okay? All right, so we are going to move on to the next group, which is the petrified wood. Okay, so with the petrified wood coming up for you guys that chose that. So this is all about patience. It's about trusting in divine timing, trusting in the universal flow that everything is gonna, you know, work out how it's supposed to be. So that's a kind of little message for you guys, like whatever it is that is happening right now or going on, you know, in your lives, just have patience, have trust, and know that things are going to work out the way that they're meant to work out. All right, so let's pull some cards for petrified wood. Okay, we have the Fool, Ten of Cups, and the Priestess. All right, so we have the Fool. Okay, again, it's all about new beginnings. Okay, with the Fool coming up, are you going to take that first step? Are you going to, you know, kind of like take that leap into the unknown? Okay, what are you going to do? And again, with the petrified wood, you know, feeling that flow. Okay, if you feel like it's time, yep, I'm going to take that first step, you need to do it. Okay, it's trusting yourself. We have the Ten of Cups. All right, and with the Ten of Cups coming up for you guys, I'm really feeling that, you know, as far as taking this first step, you're in a place where you are, you know, emotionally ready to do that. Okay, whatever, you know, I'm feeling almost like you guys have been maybe put through the ringer a little bit, and you know, I'm feeling like that you got beaten up type of thing. So you may be afraid to take that first step, but with the Ten of Cups coming in, it's kind of, you know, letting you know it's okay. You've come to a spot where you're good, where you're going to be able to do this with an open heart is what I'm hearing. So you also have the High Priestess. Okay, again, it's about, you know, trusting yourself, trusting your inner wisdom, a lot of trust, a lot of you know, getting to really get in tune with what it is that you really want, because sometimes we may think we want one thing, we may be, you know, being pushed a little bit by others to do this one thing, but what is it that you really feel in your heart? What do you really want to do for yourself? Let's pull some of these cards. We have no. All right, so first card, which I think I'm going to need to pull a clarifying card, we have no. All right. And then we have spiritual growth. Okay. No, I don't need to pull a clarifying card. All right. So as far as these two cards coming up together, all right, what is halting your spiritual growth? Okay. What roadblock did you put in your own way that is halting you from this new beginning? What is stopping you from taking this first step? Okay. It's time to really go down deep and think about what this no is, what is stopping you right now. Because until you bring that up, until you start healing whatever it is that is holding you back, it's also going to hold back your spiritual growth. Okay. So maybe do some journaling, meditation, you know, again, going in deep with this high priestess. Whatever it is that you think, you know, is stopping you, that's not the case. Okay. So it's time to really start thinking about, you know, what it is. Okay. And it's time to heal this in order to move forward. Because again, with the petrified wood, patience too. So patience. Sometimes if things aren't happening as fast as we think they're supposed to happen, we put that roadblock up for us. And we kind of like, oh, well, it's not going to happen, so I'm not even going to bother. Okay. You got to stop doing that. You got to start going with the flow and go in deep on what is preventing you from moving forward. All right. So we are going to go on to aquamarine. All right. So if you chose aquamarine, it's all about maybe you're starting to feel some enhanced clarity. You may be, it's kind of having that calm discernment. Okay. So when we're kind of discerning from things rather than, you know, taking a hard stance, looking at things calmly, rationally, and really coming into acceptance on one's own path. Okay. So if there's something that, you know, if you chose aquamarine, if there's something that you really wanted for yourself, it's time to really take a look at that. Okay. Why do you want this specific thing? Okay. And really start having that, you know, that calm discernment. Okay. Because that clarity is coming in for you guys. So it's time to take advantage of that clarity. All right. Erin says me. All right, so the first card is Justice, okay, and that makes sense. If you guys start hearing yapping, the puppy made his way upstairs. And sometimes when he doesn't get attention, he starts whining. 3 of Wands. And 7 of Pentacles. Okay, so this makes sense. All right, so Justice. All right, so if it hasn't already happened for you guys that chose the aquamarine, if it hasn't already happened, it is going to come in where things are kind of going to be put into perspective. I'm feeling like more of a cut and dry. So if you're trying to make a decision about something and you're kind of like on the fence right now, thank you, Erin. He's a little punk. If you're kind of on the fence right now, know that the energy is going to be shifting, and, you know, a clear and concise decision is going to be made, and it's going to come from a place of, with the aquamarine, kind of like more clarity. Okay. So if you're going through something right now where you feel like things aren't clear, know that the energy of this week is kind of going to help you and bring you into having that clarity in making the decision. So whatever it is, it's going to be coming in, and you're going to feel less like all over the place and more of a, I'm feeling like, you know, a spark is going to happen where you're kind of like, oh, I know what I need to do. Okay. And then we have the 3 of Wands. All right. So with the 3 of Wands coming up, you may be a little bit timid. You may be a little bit fearful of, you know, whatever decision it is that does come up for you. Because sometimes when, you know, we have to make a decision, we sometimes talk ourselves out of it. But with the Three of Wands, it's kind of asking you to take a little bit of a leap of faith, as far as, you know, you're going to be going out into the unknown. Like, once you make this decision, it may be a decision that, you know, you've never done before. So things may not be familiar, but you do have to, you know, gather up that courage to be able to take that leap, to be able to, you know, go into the uncertainty, knowing that, you know, things are going to be okay. Okay. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. All right. And then as far as the Seven of Pentacles, so whatever it is that you're going through or you're trying to decide on, it's there. It's starting to take root. Sometimes, again, sometimes when we're trying to achieve something, it can feel like it's not happening for us because we're not seeing anything with our physical eyes. But what the Seven of Pentacles is coming up for, it's to tell us that things are already starting to take root. Okay. Things are starting to happen. Okay. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there under the surface. Okay. So you have to believe that things are happening that the way they're supposed to happen. You have to show gratitude for the little things. Okay. You have to keep on bringing that energy in, even though you may not be seeing the results at this time. It's starting to flow. It's starting to happen. Once we start getting into that mindset of, oh, it's not going to happen, that's when we start, you know, putting that block in front of us. Okay, let's get two of these cards. Intuition and download. And that kind of falls hand in hand with the clarity that I'm feeling for you guys. Listen deeply. All right. So intuition and downloads. Okay. So with you guys picking that aquamarine. All right. Remember, I was talking about the enhanced clarity, kind of being more accepting of one's own truth. That is really starting to come in for you guys. You are starting to feel that. Okay. You're starting to get, you know, the downloads. You're starting to feel that intuition, that gut feeling of the right choice to make for yourself. All right. And then with the listen deeply, you know, in order to find that calm discernment, you have to go within your heart space. Okay. You have to take a minute. You have to close your eyes. You just have to let everything else be. You need to get into that spot where, you know, you kind of just let everything else go. And when you do that, that's when, you know, the downloads, the intuition is going to start coming in. It's that one little whisper that you hear, you know, when you're not thinking about anything. It's that one little thing. That's what you need to listen deeply for. Okay. All right. So that is the reading for the week. So we already talked about Merlin and the dragons. You gotta Tori has to take Sahara out. I'm going to have to take Bear out too after this before he has an accident on the floor. So we talked about Merlin and the dragon summer solstice. I also have on Tuesday, the 20th, the Violet Flame group energy healing. I only have a couple of in-person spots left for that. So if you're interested in that, make sure you hop on Eventbrite and get that in-person ticket. That is also virtual as well. And as far as what that is I will be in a group session doing a group healing using the Violet Flame. And the Violet Flame is a powerful spiritual energy that can help transform and purify any negative energy, any blockages within our energy system. And it actually will transmute and change that energy into positive energy, which then will help us with whatever it is that we're going through right now. So there are still a couple of spaces in person available for that. And then I also have virtual for that as well. Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in tonight. We got that little extended message with the 777 that I thought was awesome. Erin says it's definitely a good time. Another funny story with that. I think it was the very first Violet Flame group energy that I did. And as we were leaving that night, you know what, Erin, I think it was probably around the same time, but as we were leaving that night, the sky was actually this really cool purple color as we were driving home. So I thought that was awesome. yeah, sorry, I got sidetracked. Me and my little stories. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Feel free to message us with any questions about any of our events or any of our services. Both Tori and I do readings, energy readings. Yes, right. I still have the picture, Erin, somewhere. So yeah, that was awesome. It was a really good night. But yeah. Again, thank you guys. I hope you all have a great night, day, whenever you are watching this. Remember, if you are watching the replay, please comment #replay. If you guys can also help us out by, liking and sharing if these messages resonate with you. And don't forget to follow us on Eventbrite to stay up to date on all of our events. We have a bunch of them posted up through, I think it's October. But yeah, thank you guys so much. You have a great night. Bye.